Oh, it's Friday afternoon, so here she is, and we'll spend the night here. Matthew's coming up. We'll go and celebrate over at Paul's, which is behind me. Oh, we're just checking out some systems. So currently I've had the aircon running on both sides, transferred across, but I think we've overloaded the current power because only one power cord. No, it's not the case, so we just haven't paid for the tally card, so it's supplying us power at the moment. We don't really need it, it's only overnight. Oh, let's just see if we can figure out how to make the generator run. So it's on, start. It's making noise. No water yet. Oh, well, I forgot. It's got a water separator, so water comes out through here. Gas exhaust goes out through the back. So it's actually fine, which is why it was running and not making a fuss. Right, it's running. Got generator live. Transfer to the other circuit. And then we've got water heater port, aircon port on, water heater starboard, aircon starboard on, and charging house bank at 40 odd amps. Right, it's actually fairly quiet. And launching ramp with pulls on behind. Oh, it generates under this one, 9 kVA Lombardi. It's actually very quiet. I can't imagine you'd be disturbing anybody else. Black pepper. Thank you very much. Marina office. This is under the sink bench by the front door. So water pump, accumulator, obviously tank selector. So let's go on the theory that it's the rearward one that is the tap for the one that we filled up, which is the rearward one, because I'm afraid that doesn't really help me because they're both on the starboard side. Okay, the one on the right, which is the aft one, has been opened, and we'll soon find out if we run out of water or not, as the front tank is almost empty and the back tank is almost full. Oh, it's toasty warm in here with the air conditioning on heat, and there's the starboard side with think we can probably turn the gen set off now. As we've proved it's working, and our power demands this evening will not be great. So I'll probably actually turn off transfer. It turns off the air cons on the starboard side, and stop. Now the fridge is cooled down. Oh, I can now put some of these groceries away now. The new instrument panel has arrived, but it looks like it's up to me to install it, which will happen in the coming week. Yeah, screw out, screw in, stick the CAN bus in, connect up a few things.
Alarm.
Yep.
Which is already coming apart.
Here's Matthew, arrived from Auckland with no luggage. Well, that's good.
I left it in the car.
You left it in the car, okay. And Paul's here, he's bought coffee because he's a very useful bloke.
I'm going, what do you mean? Once you get them together and they click down.
Oh, these guys just back from the fuel berth. They're off to Fiji tomorrow. It's been a lovely afternoon. Good to have yet another catch up with Paul. Matthew arriving, of course, so we've got the strip lighting on and through into the cabin. So we'll be going over here to the marina for dinner with Paul and a celebration in about half an hour. It's calm. It's going to be very cold tonight because obviously it's clear, so there'll be a heavy dew, but no rush in the morning, and I think Matthew's going to go for a run, so I'll see if I can manage to sleep in. Something that's been a bit difficult recently with all the other things going on. Over here they're busy baiting the hooks on the long liner, and looking, there's a few customers over there now. I've turned on the lights at the front porch. It looks very pretty. Here's the front door, and there's a wee courtesy light under the step. Very snazzy. Oh, it's Sunday morning. Nice calm night. Heavy dew, I'm sure. And I'm going back to bed. It's a beautiful morning. Rather than being plugged into shore power, I've got the gen set going at the moment. Matthew's heading off to go for a run. Splashing noises. The water from the aircon. Got heat at the moment. I've just returned the fob for the hard stand gate. So forecast is for a bit of southerly today. So we'll probably go poke our nose outside the harbour for a short time. we're successfully undocked, so we're getting out. There's a Leopard 46. This house is slowly coming on. I think it's almost a solo semi-retired builder doing his own home. It's taking a while, but it's going to be fantastic when it's finished, and a rather flash large launch here, or Americans of course will call this a yacht. View now down towards the harbour. I say it's a little bit anxiety provoking steering a new boat through what here is quite narrow. Maybe Matthew could buy me this section.
Big enough.
Oh, well, we could make a bigger berth. Yeah, buy me that one.
What about that corner one?
Well, this one over here might be even better, Matthew reckons. Although it's facing south. Oh, this one's getting a bit close to the entrance. So there's Mount Mania. Bye-bye Marsden Cove. We won't need to be back for a long time. Don't need fuel, and we've got fuel down at Port Nikau anyway, and it's cheaper than here. We're going to go through the channel here. I must say she hand steers a lot better than Catmantoo does, with not having hydraulics and much better rudders, much deeper rudders. Yeah, we're almost at the entrance of the channel to Marsden Cove, so we're going to head down and out through the heads. Get out in the ocean, empty out the black water tanks at the appropriate distance and depth, because I dare say they haven't been emptied now for probably about 6 weeks. Here's the Aotearoa Chief tied up. It's the tug berth wharf. It's the first time I've seen it tied up here. I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. Passing Passage Island, Mount Aubrey in behind. Can't see Manaia at the moment, it's behind Mount Aubrey. And Riatahi's the suburb over here. Oh, here comes the pilot boat, and there's the tug. Way in the distance is the ship they've obviously dropped the pilot off at, and around past the side stays another tug. There's Mount Mania, and we're looking into Tarakura Bay over here. We're staying by the sandbank. There's the ship getting closer. I thought it was a tanker, but no, it looks more like a log ship coming in. Oh, Matthew's just made me a cuppa. Thank you, Matthew. Oh, we're around the end of Mare Bank now, well out of the channel. That's looking into Urquhart's Bay. Very popular anchorage, quite deep, but very popular, just inside the harbour entrance, so great for vessels going up and down the coast. Well, here comes the ship, already partly loaded, so maybe put some in and Tauranga or Gisborne, and we've got a tug nestled in behind. Oh, there's the hen in behind the channel marker just gone past, and the chicks appearing from behind. What's it? Busby Head, I think. And we can now see the tall mountains out towards Bream Head. Back here is the entrance, Mount Mania, Mount Aubrey, and the ship going past. Maybe you can see the red light, that's the leading light for the main channel, so it'll alternate red and white if you're on the port side of the channel, and white on the middle, and start to alternate green on the other side. So here's the holding tank, and here's the stop off, so not draining, so we'll flush it through and then close it off again. Right, so running water through the toilet. So down here, that's fill, that's flush, and that's fill and flush. So fill, and the flush. And fill and flush at the same time. Just making sure we're not getting hooked on the lazy jacks. Let's wait till that blows across a bit. Now just got to watch out for the topping lift. Shouldn't be a major problem. It's not a big roach. We are sailing. So yeah, pretty slow putting the main up, but equally way easier, and probably actually no quicker. You don't have to go up and down a couple of times. Just watch out for the lazy jacks. Oh, let's head off to Fiji then. We're doing half wind speed at the moment. More than half wind speed. 6 knots and 10 apparent on a reach. Well, we're going to see if we can manage a jibe. So first time jibing with the main system, but the lured one's actually quite tight. We'll see how we go. Oh, that wasn't too dramatic. Just so many different bits of rope here, but we will get there. There's quite a big long period easterly swell out here at the moment. Right, well, yeah, it should be rotating. So successful jibe, heading back into the harbour. Tide's still coming in. I think we need to tie the stake pack around the mast a little bit, but very satisfactory. Very comfortable. Right, heading back in. Looks like a reasonable sized red vessel coming out. Not quite sure what it is at this stage. So it's one of the car ferries. I think it's the one that goes from Auckland to Waikiki, or possibly to Great Barrier. So we've stayed out in the channel. It's what, 9 knots apparent, and we're doing 6 knots speed over ground. Currently speed through water is not working. I'll have to pull out the through hole and clean it. I'll use fine tuning. So we've got to use the fact that there's a jammer on the jib, not just its own dedicated winch. The winches get shared. Okay, well, goodbye Bream Head out there. So back in, there's the Frenchman here. I think the days of going through there full tilt at low tide are gone. We might be a bit more cautious with a somewhat deeper draft and way more expensive boat. So head back into the harbour and sail up harbour, and then turn around and probably come back down and spend the night by Northport. So it's going to be blowing reasonably strong southerly. We are back in the harbour, just getting to the end of Mere Bank, Urquhart's Bay. Okay, just in the channel at the moment. Matthew's been lounging at the front porch as we're running a broad reach. It's been very pleasant there, he tells me. Yep, we could have gone much further away. Here's a Nilex 22. It was our family's second trailer yacht. Absolutely lovely boats to sail. Very responsive. We're on a nice reach at the moment, just the last of the incoming tide. So Mount Aubrey and Manaia, and around to Tarakura Bay coming up now, and around past anchorage that we call the Arnolds under the hill there, and then Urquhart's Bay and behind, and then out through the harbour entrance, passing Marsden Point. Certainly easier in a southerly without the really funny winds tumbling off Mount Aubrey when we've got a northerly or an easterly. Well, this duck's having a bit of a play, I think. It's just been going around in circles. I imagine it's actually technically training. Passing Snake Bank, so there's Mount Manaia from the other side. Looking up harbour, Onarei in the distance, and Manganese Point and home in the mid distance, and entrance to Parua Bay in here. Just reaching the moment, going along very well. tacked around this mark here. Don't see the other boats out, but looks like they're having fun, and looks like we should miss this green mark with a bit of luck. Oh, there's looking into Parua Bay, and then Manganese Point on the left. We're passing Jackson's Bay. I can see our house just to the right of the one with the shiny roof. So maybe the Admiral is taking pictures of us going past, which would be great. Oh, we're well up harbour now. Close reach basically. Very shifty, fickle, southerly as usual, and passing another channel marker. Okay, well, we're virtually on the Rahi. It's what, 12:30 roughly. So I think what we'll do is we'll tack around and head back down, anchor at Northport, and have a late-ish lunch, and then, as Matthew would say, chill. And at some stage I want to do something about that stack pack flapping around at the front. Oh well, let's see how we go. I've gone to manual control. Tacking Matthew. There we go. We are heading back in the opposite direction. Right, well, we'll head back down there to Northport. It's not a bad day for a first sail. Matthew's in charge. So that's on the Rahi behind us, and then Limestone Island centre frame. The view from the front porch. So we've passed home, we're heading back down harbour. Going along very nicely. Captain Matthew in charge. Now we're heading towards Northport, anchor just on this side of the reclamation. We don't actually have enough hands, and being rank amateurs, so I didn't see us fill things up, but head downwind to fill the jib. Straight upwind, main drop down, all bar the last metre maybe, and down on the anchor. So on the chart plotter we can see that we're not actually moving. Bridle. I've had a bit of a lazy time, and it's late afternoon now. Still reasonably cold wind out there, but sun's out pretty low, so not doing much in the way of solar. We're watching the All Blacks playing Pumas in Argentina on the iPad, streaming on Sky.